Have you ever felt like your life is filled with inexplicable events? Times when everything seemed to fall apart and then suddenly something or someone stepped in to help almost by magic. Perhaps you were on the verge of defeat when an unexpected opportunity appeared, or a stranger offered just the right words at the right moment. You've probably experienced moments like this before, and it's easy to dismiss them as coincidences or strokes of luck. But if you are a chosen one, you may have felt that there is something deeper at play, something beyond human understanding. This is no ordinary life you're living. There's a spiritual dimension to your journey, a hidden force guiding you toward your purpose. What if I told you that demons, those dark entities we fear and seek to avoid, might sometimes be playing a hidden role in assisting you? I know this may sound strange, even unsettling, but the truth is more complicated than you might think. These beings, often seen as agents of chaos and destruction, sometimes act in ways that align with your divine path. But why? What could their secret motive be? Let's take a closer look at how this cosmic dynamic works and how these dark forces, despite their malign nature, might actually be contributing to your spiritual journey in ways you never expected. The forces of darkness are not just here to cause harm. They have their own agendas, and sometimes their goals align with your divine path in ways you might not immediately understand. When we think of demons, we picture malevolent, destructive entities constantly seeking to derail our lives and lead us astray. But if we dig deeper, we realize that these beings are not one-dimensional villains. In fact, demons have their own motivations and desires, ones that may seem incomprehensible at first, but which reveal themselves as part of a grander spiritual design. As chosen ones, you are blessed with an immense power, a spiritual light that radiates from within and connects you directly to the divine. This light is your gift, your shield, your purpose. It is your divine calling to shine brightly in the world and to serve as a beacon of hope for others. But with this light comes a constant battle between light and dark, good and evil, forces of creation and forces of destruction. And in this battle, the lines are not always as clear as we would like them to be. You may wonder, if demons are truly agents of darkness, why would they ever want to work alongside someone who represents everything they despise? The answer lies in the complexity of their own existence. You see, demons, while bent on destruction, are also intelligent beings with their own survival instincts. They're aware of the immense power that chosen ones hold, and they know that it's safer for them to be by your side rather than against you. In fact, the relationship between chosen ones and demons is not as simple as good versus evil. There are deeper, more nuanced dynamics at play. Demons recognize the spiritual protection that surrounds you, and they know that opposing you directly would be futile. Their own existence is tied to a delicate balance of power, and they understand that you as a chosen one possess the ability to either banish them or help them in ways they cannot achieve on their own. They are not mindless creatures driven solely by malice. They are aware of their own limitations and the power that you wield. This understanding of your power is what leads demons to sometimes act in ways that seem paradoxical. They may appear to assist you to offer subtle help when you least expect it. But this assistance is not out of kindness or goodwill. It is born out of necessity, a desperate attempt to gain favor or to avoid a worse fate. These beings know that the chosen carry a divine light, a force that is too powerful to be extinguished. So when they see you walking your path, they may try to align with you, even if their motives remain hidden in the shadows. At first, it may seem like an attack, like something negative is happening to you. You may experience setbacks, challenges, or encounters with people who seem to undermine your efforts. But here's the key: not every setback or obstacle you face is a result of dark forces trying to destroy you. Some of them are part of a bigger picture, a spiritual strategy that is far more complex than the typical battle between good and evil. Demons are highly strategic. They do not blindly attack without considering the consequences. They understand that their survival depends on the cosmic order, and they recognize that aligning themselves with the chosen may offer them a chance to thrive, or at least avoid annihilation. This is why sometimes demons will appear to work in your favor. They know that they cannot directly overpower you, but they might find it beneficial to collaborate with you in subtle, hidden ways. This cooperation, however, does not mean that demons are suddenly on your side. They still seek to corrupt, manipulate, and lead you astray. Their assistance is not selfless. It is motivated by their own survival instinct and the recognition that they are no match for the power of a chosen one. But in their twisted logic, they understand that it is better to be on the right side of the divine light, rather than to face the wrath of that very light in opposition. You may find yourself questioning your encounters with difficult people or situations. Why do these challenges appear when you are walking the path of light? Why does it feel like dark forces are constantly pushing against you? The truth is that these encounters are not random. They are part of a cosmic design, a design that involves not just you, but the spiritual realm at large. Demons are not here to destroy you, but to test your strength, to test your discernment, and to force you to confront the darkness within and around you. This understanding can be unsettling, but it is also empowering. Once you recognize that demons are not simply attacking you because they are evil, but because they are aware of your power and wish to manipulate it, you gain a deeper insight into the nature of your spiritual battle. You become more aware of the forces at play in your life, and you are better equipped to navigate the challenges that arise. So the next time you encounter what seems like an obstacle, a setback, or an unexpected challenge, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this truly an attack, or is it an opportunity for growth? Are the dark forces simply trying to push me off course, or are they subtly nudging me toward a deeper understanding of my own divine power? It is crucial to understand that the battle you are facing is not just about light versus dark, good versus evil. It is about mastering your own divine power, recognizing the hidden forces at play, and using your light to navigate through the complexities of the spiritual world. Demons may try to manipulate you to use your power for their own gain, but they can never extinguish the light that resides within you. Your divine essence is too strong, too resilient to be swayed by their dark intentions. As you move forward in your journey, remember this. Demons are not just mindless enemies. They are intelligent beings aware of your power and the divine protection that surrounds you. They may try to manipulate or influence you, but they cannot break your connection with the divine. Your purpose is too great, your power too strong, and as long as you stay true to your path, the light within you will continue to shine no matter what dark forces attempt to throw your way. In the end, the spiritual battle is not about defeating demons. It is about embracing your power, recognizing the hidden forces at play, and using your light to guide you through the darkness. You are a chosen one, and no matter what happens, you are destined to overcome. Despite the darkness around you, you're never truly alone. In every moment, whether you are walking through the storm or basking in peace, a divine light surrounds you, an invisible but undeniable shield that reflects all evil intentions back into the darkness from which they came. This divine protection is not a mere metaphor or wishful thinking. It is a tangible force that envelops you, keeping you safe from the unseen forces that would otherwise seek to harm you. It is the armor of your divine essence, a sacred presence that ensures that no weapon, no matter how dark or cunning, can touch you. It is the assurance that no matter the spiritual battles you face, you will always emerge victorious. This shield isn't just about physical protection. It's a multi-layered spiritual force that prevents the forces of darkness from infiltrating your soul. The spiritual protection you carry goes beyond human comprehension. It's a divine defense set in place by the Creator, one that transcends ordinary protection. While the world may feel heavier at times, and darkness may encroach upon your life, you carry within you a force that cannot be shaken. It is your connection to the divine, your unwavering faith that summons this protective shield. Imagine for a moment walking through life knowing that every step you take is guarded by an invisible force. This protection doesn't mean you won't face challenges, but rather it means that you are never alone in your struggle. You may face trials, you may experience moments of doubt, but the divine presence that surrounds you will always guide you back to safety, to truth, and to light. This shield is not just about protecting you from harm, but also about helping you recognize and avoid the traps set by dark forces. When you walk with this divine protection, you're walking in alignment with your purpose, shielded from influences that would seek to derail you. This protection is a sign of your divine calling. It's proof that you are not only chosen, but also that you are destined for greatness. The strength and power that you carry are not of your own making, but a gift bestowed upon you to fulfill a higher purpose. And when the storms of life come and it seems like the world is closing in, it's in those moments that this divine light shines the brightest. It creates a force field that not only protects you, but also illuminates the path ahead. This protection is evidence that you are aligned with divine purpose and that no dark force can truly touch what belongs to the light. This divine power, this shield, is not just a blessing, it is evidence of the divine presence in your life. Proof that no matter what happens, you will overcome. It's a force so profound, so invisible, yet palpable, that it is beyond the understanding of the average person. It can't be explained through logic or science, it's felt. It's in the moments when you've been saved from a potentially dangerous situation, or when you felt an undeniable sense of peace, even amidst chaos. That feeling of being watched over, of being protected by something far greater than yourself, is the divine force at work. This protection isn't just limited to physical harm, it extends to your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being as well. When you are under the weight of stress or doubt, you might find that the heaviness lifts unexpectedly, replaced by clarity and strength. When you are battling internal turmoil, it's this divine light that guides you to the strength to stand tall and face your challenges. Even when you cannot see the way forward, this protection ensures that your path is illuminated, helping you find your way out of confusion and darkness. The power of this protection lies not only in its presence, but in the unwavering trust that you have in it. When you truly believe that you are divinely protected, you begin to live with a sense of peace and confidence that permeates every aspect of your life. This sense of safety creates a ripple effect, radiating outwards, affecting those around you. Your strength becomes their strength, your calm becomes their calm, and your faith becomes their faith. In times of doubt, this divine shield not only holds you steady, but serves as a beacon for others to find their way to the light. Your light doesn't just protect you, it shines brighter in moments of darkness, guiding and inspiring others to find their way. This divine protection transforms you into a beacon of hope, a living example of what it means to walk in alignment with the divine. When you face struggles, when the world around you feels uncertain, your radiance grows even more intense. It becomes a guiding light for those who are lost, those who are searching for a way through the darkness. As a chosen one, you're not just meant to stand alone in your light. Your radiance serves a higher purpose. It is meant to inspire others to lead them toward their own spiritual awakening. There will be times when you're surrounded by people who are lost, overwhelmed by their own struggles, yet in your presence they will find solace. Your divine protection acts as a magnetic force, drawing those who are in need of healing and guidance. It's in these moments that your mission becomes clear. Not only are you being protected, but you are also being prepared to be a light for others. Your protection is a gift that is meant to be shared, to be passed on to others through your actions, your words, and your presence. You may not always realize the full impact of your divine light. It can be easy to focus on your own journey, on your own challenges, but remember that your radiance is a gift to the world. It's a beacon that draws others toward their own connection with the divine. Every time you shine, every time you stand strong in your faith and your purpose, you are offering the world a glimpse of what is possible when one lives in alignment with their true essence. You are offering them a path to their own healing, their own peace and their own connection to the divine. One of the greatest gifts you possess as a chosen one is the ability to discern, to see beyond the surface and to understand the true intentions of others. Discernment is a unique spiritual power, one that allows you to navigate the world with wisdom and clarity. It is the ability to feel energies, to sense the unseen, and to understand the deeper motivations behind actions and words. This gift is one of the most important tools in your spiritual toolbox because it allows you to protect yourself from negative influences, to stay aligned with your divine path, and to make decisions that are in harmony with your true essence. Discernment is more than just intuition. It is the heightened awareness that comes from being in tune with the divine. As a chosen one, you're connected to a higher source of knowledge and wisdom, one that transcends ordinary understanding. This connection gives you the ability to see what others cannot, to perceive the truth behind the illusions that so many are blinded by. When others are deceived, when they are swayed by falsehoods or manipulation, you have the clarity to see through it all. Demons in their various forms often disguise themselves as allies or friends to get closer to the chosen ones. They understand that direct opposition will not work against the divine protection that surrounds you, so they take a more subtle approach. They may pose as individuals who seem to have your best interests at heart, pretending to offer help, friendship, or support. But beneath the surface, their true intentions are far more sinister. They are not seeking to help you, but to manipulate you, to steer you off course and to weaken your connection to the divine. As a chosen one, you have the unique ability to sense when something is not right, when the energy around you shifts in a way that feels off. This sensitivity is not just a gift, it is a tool of spiritual defense. It allows you to see through the masks that demons wear, to recognize the falsehoods they hide behind. Your discernment gives you the power to distinguish between genuine assistance and covert manipulation. When you feel that something is wrong, when a situation doesn't sit right with you, that is your divine protection warning you. This ability to discern hidden forces is a powerful tool, but it comes with its challenges. The forces of darkness are cunning. They understand human weaknesses and know how to disguise their true intentions. The challenge for you as a chosen one is to navigate this complex web of influences while staying true to your divine path. Demons are masters of manipulation, and their tactics are not always obvious. They can appear kind, compassionate, or trustworthy, making it difficult to recognize their true agenda. But this is where your divine protection and discernment intersect. The more you align with the divine, the stronger your discernment becomes. It's not about simply identifying evil in the world, it's about understanding its nature, its motivations, and its subtle ways of infiltrating your life. You must stay vigilant, always ready to recognize when something or someone is out of alignment with your divine purpose. Every person you encounter, every decision you make can be influenced by these hidden forces. That's why your ability to discern becomes even more important as you walk your path. This delicate balance between discernment and compassion is what makes your journey unique. You're not called to isolate yourself from the world, but to engage with it, to offer your light to those who are in need. Yet at the same time, you must protect your spirit from being manipulated by those who would seek to lead you astray. The challenge is to navigate this world with wisdom and understanding, to help others without losing sight of your own purpose. It is in these moments that your divine protection becomes most apparent. The more you trust your discernment, the clearer your path becomes. The more you embrace your divine connection, the easier it becomes to recognize when something or someone is trying to pull you away from your truth. This is the spiritual power of discernment. It not only protects you from manipulation, but also helps you to remain grounded in your purpose, no matter how subtle the darkness may appear. As you continue to walk the path of the chosen one, remember that your divine protection and discernment are inseparable. The protection that surrounds you ensures that no force, no matter how cunning, can touch you. And your discernment allows you to recognize these forces for what they truly are. By cultivating both, you create an impenetrable shield that guides you through the complexities of life, allowing you to stay true to your divine purpose and shine your light in the darkest of places. Demons have their own reasons for getting close to chosen ones. These dark forces, often seen as agents of chaos and destruction, are not merely mindless entities bent on evil. In fact, they are drawn to your power, to the divine lights that you carry. But their interest is not always about attacking you directly. In some cases, they may seek to work alongside you. This concept may seem impossible to grasp, but when you look beyond the surface, you'll begin to understand why. Demons are not always enemies in the traditional sense. Some demons, having lived for millennia and seen the power of the chosen ones firsthand, understand that the very essence you carry is something they cannot overpower. They may want to manipulate this power for their own ends, or they might even hope for redemption or avoidance of a worse fate. At first glance, it's easy to assume that demons are only interested in causing harm, and certainly that is often their primary goal. But there is a deeper dynamic at play. Demons are intelligent beings capable of understanding the cosmic balance of power. They know that your connection to the divine is far too strong for them to conquer head-on. As beings of darkness, they are naturally attracted to light, yet this attraction is not only born out of hatred, but also out of respect for the power of the light they can never possess. They are aware that while they may attempt to corrupt or deceive, they cannot break you, nor can they touch the light that protects you. Therefore, these entities sometimes find it safer to cooperate with you rather than challenge you directly. In the spiritual realm, where the forces of good and evil battle ceaselessly, the laws governing those forces are more complex than the simple dichotomy of light versus dark. Just as you are a being of divine light, they too are bound by their own spiritual laws, which means that on occasion, their paths cross yours in ways that may seem strange or counterintuitive. Some demons, despite their malice, may even hope for redemption. This is an aspect of spiritual dynamics that few consider, but it is important to understand demons are not always inherently evil in the traditional sense. Some may have once been higher beings who fell from grace and now seek to regain their place in the spiritual hierarchy. These entities, recognizing the power that the chosen ones hold, may come close to you with the intention of trying to redeem themselves, hoping that by associating with you, they can avoid a more terrible fate or even find forgiveness. This complex relationship is part of a larger spiritual ecosystem. While you are a conduit of light and protection, demons may see your strength and protection as a path to their own survival or redemption. They may even use cunning tactics to appear helpful, drawing you in with their subtle manipulations. But don't be mistaken, their motives are never entirely pure. They operate out of their own desperation, knowing that they cannot defeat you directly. They may try to influence you to pull you off your path or corrupt your intentions, but they are powerless against your divine protection unless you allow them to infiltrate your mind and heart. The demons, despite their dark nature, fear the power of the chosen ones. This is a crucial understanding to have as you navigate the spiritual landscape. These dark entities are well aware that they cannot directly overpower you. The light you carry is too powerful for them to extinguish. This knowledge fills them with a level of respect, even if they are still plotting to manipulate you. In the spiritual realm, power is not just about strength or force. It is about alignment with the divine will, about walking in harmony with the universe's greater plan. And the demons who are disconnected from that divine flow know that they stand at a disadvantage. It is this respect that is key to understanding why they sometimes work with you. While they may not be able to conquer or destroy you, they may try to collaborate with you in subtle ways. They understand that if they attempt to attack you directly, the consequences will be dire. They will suffer spiritual repercussions and their efforts will be wasted. So instead of confronting you head-on, they may take a more indirect route, trying to manipulate or deceive you into acting against your divine purpose. But even in their manipulation, they are bound by the respect they hold for your power. They recognize that despite their best efforts, they cannot overcome you. This respect is not admiration, but a recognition of your power. You are a force of light, and this light is something they cannot match. is not the same as their shadow existence. Your light is pure divine and infinitely stronger, and even though they may attempt to use your light for their own agenda, they know that in the end they cannot defeat it. This creates a kind of spiritual standoff where the demons, though dark and malevolent, must carefully choose their moves, understanding that any attempt to cross the line with you will result in their own destruction. Now, even with this respect, demons do not give up easily. They are cunning, and their ability to manipulate is one of their greatest strengths. What seems like help or assistance may very well be a tactic to keep you close to influence your decisions and to subtly steer you off course. The demons understand that they cannot defeat you directly, but they can attempt to lead you astray in more subtle, less obvious ways. They might appear as friends, as guides, or even as helpful figures offering advice or support. Their goal is not to harm you immediately, but to plant seeds of doubt or confusion in your mind, which over time can erode your clarity and faith. Their help is never without a hidden cost. Everything they offer comes with strings attached, whether you realize it or not. This may appear in the form of tempting offers, seemingly well-meaning gestures, or people who enter your life with the appearance of kindness. But behind this facade lies the true motive: manipulation. Demons seek to infiltrate your world and your energy not by force, but by slowly gaining your trust. They know that once they gain a foothold in your life, they can begin to influence your decisions and your path, slowly nudging you away from your divine purpose. As a chosen one, your task is to remain vigilant and to use your spiritual discernment to recognize these manipulations for what they are. It is not enough to rely on appearances or surface-level interactions. You must be able to sense the true intentions of those around you and discern the hidden agendas that lie beneath their actions. When a situation arises that feels too good to be true, when a person comes into your life offering something that seems perfect, take a moment to pause and reflect. Is there something beneath the surface? Is there an energy, a feeling, a subtle warning that you're not fully aware of? That is the power of your discernment, the ability to see through the mask and understand what lies beneath. The path of the chosen is filled with trials. You are tested not just by the visible forces of evil, but by subtle, invisible forces trying to deceive you. Every day presents new challenges, and while some are obvious, many are far more insidious. The battle between light and dark is not always fought in the open. Often it takes place in the quiet moments, in the decisions you make when no one else is watching. As a chosen one, your faith and discernment are your greatest allies in these moments. You must be vigilant, always aware of the forces that seek to manipulate you and lead you astray. Faith is not just about believing in the divine when things are going well. It's about trusting in the divine even when the path ahead is unclear, when everything around you seems uncertain, and when the forces of darkness seem to be closing in. It's in these moments that your true strength is tested. Your discernment, your ability to feel the subtle energies around you, is your greatest gift in these times. It allows you to see the truth behind the illusions, to make decisions that are aligned with your divine purpose, not with the temptations or manipulations of the dark forces. Every interaction, every decision can be a battlefield. You're constantly faced with choices, some of which are easy to make and others that require deeper introspection. The enemy is not always obvious. It does not always come with horns and a growl. Sometimes the forces of darkness appear as opportunities, as people who seem to care for you, as situations that appear to be blessings. But these moments are tests. The true challenge lies in your ability to remain connected to your divine essence, to trust your intuition, and to discern what is true. By staying true to your purpose, you protect yourself from falling into the traps set by dark forces. These traps may not always be dramatic. They may be subtle, like whispers in your ear, or doubts that creep into your mind. But with every test, you are given an opportunity to grow, to strengthen your spiritual muscles, and to deepen your connection with the divine. These encounters are not obstacles. They are opportunities for growth. They are not there to break you, but to refine you, to make you stronger and wiser in your journey. Each spiritual battle you face strengthens your faith and deepens your understanding of your divine purpose. The more you face these challenges, the clearer your path becomes. Every trial, every test is a reminder of your strength and resilience. It is through these encounters that you discover the true extent of your power. You learn what it means to stand firm in your faith even when everything around you seems to be falling apart. You learn that your light is more powerful than any shadow that tries to creep into your life. These tests, these spiritual battles, are not just about survival, they're about evolution. With each test, you are evolving into a higher version of yourself, one that is more connected to the divine, more aligned with your true purpose, and more resilient in the face of adversity. As a chosen one, you are not meant to walk an easy path. You are meant to face these challenges head-on, to confront the darkness, and to emerge stronger on the other side. This is the journey of the chosen one, a journey of continuous growth, refinement, and spiritual awakening. Through each encounter, you are being prepared for something greater. You are being shaped into the spiritual warrior you are always meant to be. And while the path may not always be clear, and the challenges may seem overwhelming at times, remember that you are never alone. Your discernment, your faith, and your divine protection are with you every step of the way. You're being guided by a force far greater than any darkness that may come your way. Each trial is a stepping stone to your ultimate purpose, a purpose that is far greater than you may yet understand, but one that will be revealed as you continue on your path.